Okay, and one more question then about this. Now, let's just say after all this, I have it done, and I gain weight again.
Hmm.
Am I going will my arms get big again? Will they, like before, like stretch and come back and stretch? You know what I mean? If I gain weight.
Probably not. Just like with so many other procedures that are designed to surgically address weight, or fat deposits or excess skin. Once the skin and fat is removed, then you've reduced the population of fat cells. The skin's not going to grow unless there's something underneath it growing to stretch the skin and make the skin grow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if a kid hits a growth spurt, they may have stretch marks, around their hips, or a woman that is pregnant and her breasts all of a sudden get really, really big. There's stretch marks in the breast skin or stretch marks in the abdominal area
Mm-hmm.
from the baby
Right.
and all that. Well, the skin just grows slowly and peacefully as the body grows, unless there's an area of rapid growth, and that's when you get the stretch marks. But um, once the fat cells are removed, then there's a limitation on how big that area can get because you don't have the cells there to get big. I mean, you still have some fat, but generally speaking, the fat cells kind of increase in size universally in the body. There's a few areas that might grow a little faster, but so if you've reduced the population, you're not going to get as big as fast there again.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Right.
yeah, but that's a pretty good discussion of the brachioplasty part of it. The other thing that might be asked about in terms of extremity contouring or improvement in the upper extremity would be, well, one last comment I want to make about brachioplasty is that one of the things that I've been working on a lot lately is really contouring the arm to make it look natural and look normal. We're not trying to make somebody look like Popeye with a really skinny upper arm and a really fat forearm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the problems that I think we had for a while in brachioplasty surgery was that the doctors would try to make the arm as thin as they could without creating a problem with circulation, not realizing that they were evolving away from an arm that looked natural. The arm naturally should be fuller at the midpoint of the arm and taper towards the shoulder and taper towards the elbow.
Hmm.
But if you make it look like a long, thin cylinder or a bone with a wrap around it, then it's not going to look natural. So
Right.
that's one of the little, you know, caveats that I've tried to observe lately. The other part of the upper extremity that sometimes we're asked to help rejuvenate is the hand. As a person gets older, we
Mm-hmm.
lose a lot of that subcutaneous fat that's in the hand and other parts of our body as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is we can see veins and we can see tendons and
Yeah.
knuckles and all this as the skin becomes thinner and more translucent. And so, one of the things that has become popular is the use of fillers, or fat to make the hands look more youthful by replenishing the soft tissue thickness that used to be there. So that's kind of like going in the opposite direction. In other words, as we get older, depending on our state of nutrition and health and weight and so forth, our arms will get bigger, but our hands will get thinner and look more aged as a result of that. So
Mm-hmm.
the two things that we might do for the hands would be to provide more subcutaneous thickening or tissue, either by way of artificially doing that with filler, like hyaluronic acid, like Juvederm or Restylane or Radius, or by using fat grafting to do that. The other thing is that the skin of the hand can look aged if there's a lot of sun exposure. So
Mm-hmm.
different types of peels or even some laser treatment with intense pulse light, that kind of thing, has been used on the hands to improve the appearance.
Hmm.